What's up? Black men must be the creators in the black community. Now, if you're a black man out there trying to self improve and gain a grounded black identity, learn more about black history, who to look up to in black history, and helping us, the black men, come together to help the black community and for us to self improve, to us to just be better and for us to have a prosperous culture. But not only that, just individual self improvement as well. If you're interested in that as a black man, the link for that will be in the comments of this video, description of this video, and you click on my channel in the bio section. You'll see the link for that. Now, when I say black men need to be the creators in the black community, I really am speaking to black men using their mind. I believe when I was growing up, or I was when I was growing up, I was very much I'ma just do what I gotta do to have fun and to look cool. I wasn't really thinking about using my mind to its fullest capacity, and that required not only creativity but working hard at just using my mind. And as I got older, I understood the less I used my mind, the less creative I was, the more I was like a slave, the more I was like a laborer, the more I was being controlled by the person who was creating, right? And this is something that's heavily entrenched in the black community. Us just not using our mind, just being a slave to our carnality, being a slave to a job, being a slave to anything but being ourselves and letting ourselves be the creators. And I believe that's something that we heavily lack as black men in the black community. And it's only when we step up and we start to be the creators, we start to set the foundation for culture, for the way we're going to live, for how things are going to be designed in our communities. That's when we're going to start to prosper. That's when we're going to have control, and the white man won't be able to do nothing, the government won't be able to do anything, and we're going to have people who are going to live and die for the community and for their people. That's something that we definitely need more of. And I believe that it doesn't come by just somebody giving us, it doesn't come by like superficialness or somebody handing us money. The true power is when we come together and we start to work on solutions. We start to build together, we start to create together, we start to protect each other, we start to have each other's back, we start to work on the internal things of relationships and working on our health, all those things around being the best version of who we are and having quality and affirming relationships. That's the only thing that's gonna get us out of where we are um now. And I'm a person that believes no amount of voting is gonna fix that, because everybody has to step up. You can't be in this mindset of we're gonna have one Superman, he's gonna save us from everything. That's not how it works. It only works when people actually come together and they're moving as one, as a collective, and they have that one goal in mind. It's not gonna happen through some super guru spiritual dude who's gonna save everybody. That's not how it works. That's not reality. That's what cults try to do. That's what a lot of uh a lot of people try to do. When it comes to voting, you vote for one person. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't believe in all of that. I believe when people come together and they do something, they start to do something for themselves and do something for their community, and they're doing something, not giving trust to somebody and saying, "Oh, he might do something for us. This one man, this one woman might come and do something for us." No, we have to all do something together. It has to all of us. All of us have to come together, because that's where the true power is, and that's where the most powerful weapon is for us. That's how we're gonna really prosper. But it starts with the black men waking up. Stop being a slave. Stop being a laborer. Don't be a slave to lust. Don't be a slave to food. Don't be a slave to a job. You get what I'm saying? Be a person that's going to be a creator, and you're going to design how you want your life to be. You're going to design how you want your community to be. And you and other men and other creators are going to come together and set that standard in real life, not on YouTube, not on social media, not on the internet, but in real life. And don't get too caught up in YouTube videos and absorbing and being a consumer. I was just thinking about that earlier. Never get caught up in just consuming and consuming and consuming. Now, I'm here to say I'm not a perfect person, because I get caught up in doing that too. And it's stuff I'm going on in my life right now that I have to get a hold of. But I'm just saying, that don't be a consumer as a black man. Don't get caught up in just watching TV all the time. Don't get caught up in lust. Don't get caught up in eating a whole bunch of food it's not good for you. Don't get caught up in just consuming and consuming and consuming. Because guess what? When you're a consumer and you're constantly consuming, you're a slave. You're really a slave. But the producer, the person that's creating everything, that's the person who really holds the power, right? And that's what we have to realize in the black community with black men and everybody in the black community. But the black men are the leaders. The black men are supposed to be the ones that's setting the standards in the black community. And nowadays we don't have that because, like I said, there's an agenda to break us apart, the black men and the black women apart. But I would say that the thing we have to really do is step up and be creators. Don't be a man that's a lust. Not a lust. Don't be a man that's a slave to anything. And when you're a creator, you design everything, you create everything. You don't need the government to fund you. You don't need this race of people to fund you. You don't need all this other stuff. You and your community can do it. And this it's beyond just skin color. It's about the black people who want to see the black people rise. It's about the black people who want to improve in their personal life. And I believe that obviously nobody is perfect, right? But it starts with us coming together because that's where the true power is at. And we can't come together based off of theology and religion and all of that type of stuff, because when we do that, we see that we get caught up in the past. We get caught up in, well, we the real this and we the real that and we this and we that, and then it's just people living in the past and living in a theology where it's not in reality. Live in reality and do something in reality. That's where the true power is. That's where something is actually going to move and something's going to change, and you're going to be able to see, oh, that changed. So don't get caught up in the prayer and reading your Bible, and don't get caught up in all that. If you want to see your community in the black community rise, if the black man want to see something happen, stop sitting there thinking, oh, God finna go and change everything and God finna step in and do everything right. No, you supposed to embody God and go up and do something. If you want to see your community do better, you gotta step up and do something, right? And I understand it's a lot of black people out there who they don't care. They just want to survive. They just want to play around. They just want to be a slave to lust, to food, to their job, and they never want to really get out and get outside of that. They want to stay inside their flesh, and they don't want to get outside of that and use their mind and be a creator. And that's the most powerful thing a man can do, is be creative and be a creator and not be a consumer or a slave or a laborer where you're not using your mind. And it's really easy to understand why this is important because, yes, it's once upon a time, we were actually slaves in this country. And what, why, why are we so similar to slaves today? Because we're not using our mind. And it doesn't have to be you're in physical chains anymore. You can put yourself in a mental chain where you can't get out and you can't do anything. So it's very important to use your mind and to not let anything stop you from using it, and be able to see that in reality and actually do something, not just getting caught up in your mind, procrastinating and all these other things. But that's pretty much all I got to say. Peace out.